a taste of sudden silence. The routine was the scaffolding of our new life, a comfortable, natural structure built over 3 months, 1 month of talking, 2 of dating. I'm 33 years old, and I thought I had found a solid foundation with my 33-year-old boyfriend. Our weekends were an anthology of small, cozy rituals. Saturdays were for baking cakes, a little tradition where I would use a different box mix from my international collection, and Sundays were for exploring new bakeries in the city. We even tried to broaden our horizons with new hobbies, investing in paints and brushes to try our hands at painting and crafting. He had met some of my friends, we had traveled together. In fact, after our recent trip, his connection to me only intensified, with daily calls and consistent good morning and good night texts whenever he wasn't sleeping over. The last few days were no different. We had been deep in future talking for October, festivals, pumpkin carvings, weekend plans. Just hours before the end, he was the one who bought the painting set, initiating the creation of our couple mugs. He painted my mug with my nickname, and I painted his. He had even been planning a date to introduce me to his parents. He was the planner, the initiator, the one driving the relationship forward, and I was happily keeping our balance proportional. The plan for that evening was to bake a cake and settle in for the night. I was ready for a predictable evening. Instead, he showed up crying. He was a wreck, but his words delivered a swift, stunning blow. It was over. I was completely blindsided, a stunned audience to a tragedy I hadn't seen coming. My response was shock, yes, but also a firm finality. I gave him back his belongings, sent him home, and initiated no contact. The apology and the aftermath. The next day, a long text arrived, filled with apologetic phrases that only compounded my confusion. He talked about having one foot out the door, about not being ready for a relationship, maybe not for years, and about me deserving someone more certain. Then came the line that felt the most contradictory of all. He said he felt like he was losing his best friend. Do people who end things so impulsively, who cut off something that looked so good, typically come back after realizing what they've lost? Or is this sudden break usually the final word? Regardless of how much effort and future planning was poured into the relationship hours before the end, I'm not waiting for him, but I am seeking a perspective to make sense of this baffling contradiction. Did the no contact make them realize? Or was the sudden breakup simply the end? No matter what,